Welcome to Shasha Rishi. My name is Shasha and let's consult the Oracle. So this first tarot video that I'm doing is going to be for the collective of Taurus. I am a Taurus myself and it is therefore easy for me to really feel connected to all of you Taurians out there. The space is cleansed and I am going to share about half an hour, so we'll flip this over. No more than that to begin with. So let me start. I'm just going to select a deck. If you want to find me on social media, I'm at Shasha_Crow. I'll pop that in the description box. Okay, so it is this middle deck that wants to be chosen. Angels, spirit guides, what do we have for the collective of Taurus? I'm going to do a simple Celtic cross and then pull clarifiers if necessary. I apologise you can't see both my hands and my face, but I felt that probably seeing the cards was a little bit more important than seeing me, but maybe I'll work on a solution for you to be able to see me as well as the cards. Chariot card coming up at the center of the spread. The Lovers crossing the Chariot. I'm going to put those back in. Very lively. Five of Wands, Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. Ooh. The Creator. I'll put the names of all the decks in the description box as well. But the Creator is a card that only exists in this deck. Sorry, Ganesha. I'm going to have to move you. Jaya Ganesha. I had to remove the remover of obstacles. Here we go. Interesting, really interesting. Okay, so at the center of the spread here we have the Chariot, and crossing the Chariot is the Lovers, which suggests to me that some kind of union or partnership may test the forward momentum of whatever projects and plans you may have. So at this time, so whenever you're seeing this reading, this is a timeless reading. It's not for a specific month or even year. So there's this energy of fast moving, of sort of management of energy, channeling energy into something, and then the Lovers crossing it. So there may be a conflict of priorities here. We might have a conflict between work and relationship. We might have a conflict between work and, for example, your own personal work, so your personal development, where you're wanting to come more deeply into union with yourself, where you're wanting to align and balance your masculine and feminine energies. So let's look at the past. Okay, so Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands can indicate travel. So it may be that you have taken some time to get to this point. So whether that travel is literally geographical travel, or whether it is astral travel, if you like, or travel in terms of your forward movement personally, there is this sense of you having started something new and moved onwards from that starting point. So you're no longer at that starting point. You're almost in the throes of this really strong forward movement. And the wands, of course, can indicate passion. They can indicate also career. So the feeling that I'm getting is that you're wanting to move really firmly forward in your career. You've got in the swing of things, but there's the feel that the idea of a relationship is now beginning to appeal to you, or even a partnership has come up and suggested itself to you, and it, not necessarily in a sort of really negative way, but it's threatening the forward movement and, you know, the management of your energy and resources, because obviously relationships take time, personal work takes time, and it takes energy. In the near future, we have the Temperance card in reverse, and that to me indicates kind of what I'm feeling here, which is whatever balance you had found is going to have to change. Now, that Temperance card, you know, that change or that imbalance is going to be a temporary state of affairs, and we can pull another card on that anyway, but I really feel that it's a temporary upset of what you're used to. So that's not really something to worry about. The underlying energy, so what's underneath you, what's beneath you, is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, the swords can indicate decision, they can indicate change, and this kind of ace position, again in reverse, so we've got two aces in reverse here, is saying to me, well, you've made a change, and now this is the decision that you're going to have to make. Are you going to allow, for example, love in? Are you going to go more deeply into your healing or personal development? You kind of got what you came for, and that process is now more deeply in flow. So what's the decision going to be now? Are you going to redress the balance and give yourself more time for yourself now that it's got its own momentum, or give yourself more time for perhaps developing a partnership if something is coming across your path? And with the Two of Cups and the Outcome card, I'm kind of thinking that maybe it is. Five of Wands is the overlying energy, Five of Wands in reverse. And that's usually a card of kind of competition, and sort of very often healthy competition, and this kind of pushing up against each other and trying to come to the best, you know, solution. Collaboration as well, kind of, you know, bouncing ideas off each other, etc. But I think you're kind of tired of things working against each other. So you're not wanting all the time to be like, well, I can't have a relationship because I need all of this time and energy for work. You want to find a new balance. And the fact that this Temperance card is in reverse in the near future is a really good sign, because it's saying to you, yes, that door is being opened to you. The question and the decision is going to be, are you willing to make the changes necessary in your lifestyle and in your mindset in order to create a new balance? Yeah. That's really lovely. All right, so the South card is the Queen of Cups. So you're showing up as the Queen of Cups in reverse. So it's clear that although you seem to be going along nicely in your career or your goals or creative endeavors, you're not fully satisfied. So that again indicates, it points back to this Temperance in reverse. It points back to the Lovers crossing the Chariot. It's saying, where can I find this additional fulfillment? So we've got Queen of Pentacles. I'll show her to you upright. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'll show you the Lovers card as well. It's a really beautiful card. And she's saying, listen to your intuition. Where can you find more satisfaction? Be kinder to yourself. So maybe it is that this Chariot does need to slow down a little bit in order for you to create a balance that is not just going to run off the rails, as it were. So things, life, work, projects, even, you know, family, scheduling is not going to run you off the rails, basically. And the Creator is in the environmental position. Creator's a lovely card. There's something David Bowie about this. I think it's the lightning strike in the rainbow. It is a beautiful card. She's holding a cat there, the Creator. And as there's a yes and a no card in this deck, and this is the no card. So it's almost as though the environment is saying, okay, stop. You need to come into the womb of creation. So you have this opportunity to almost reset. I see this kind of wheel of colour resetting itself, and the lightning coming down, which is very Tower, of course. And it's saying, no, we're going to completely recreate this scenario so that you are not, you're not imbalanced. And so this Temperance in reverse may feel like an imbalance initially, because it's changing the balance that you're used to, but you're going to create a brand new balance. And the card that supports this is the Hopes and Fears position, which is the Death card. And the Death card, as you very well know, is about death, rebirth, and new beginnings, changes, transformations. So your life is going to transform. Necessarily, if your life is going to transform, then you also are going to transform. So there's going to be some level of transformation with you personally. Maybe this is the self-work that we're looking at here, but also it's possible, very likely, with these two cards, with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, it's very likely that this this change and this transformation is going to be brought about through relationship with others. So yeah, it seems it's quite persistent. It's quite a persistent message. And then we have the Two of Cups in the outcome, which is, yeah, and that partnership will come through in a really positive way. It will create its own balance. And perhaps there's someone coming in. I don't see any specific people cards here, but there's certainly an exhortation, if you like, to create space for love and partnership. Maybe if you're not interested in getting to a partnership, or you're already in one and you know it's going along fine, maybe this is to do with creating a partnership in your business so that some of the work can be passed over to someone else, or some of the responsibility, so that the responsibility is shared, and you can basically feel more balanced, have more of a work-life balance. Okay, so let's clarify. Let's use I think this is called Dreamy Moons, this one. This was given to me. It's a beautiful deck. Oh, we've got the star in reverse there. I didn't ask what to clarify though, so let's go back. Okay, so is the Lovers about a relationship? Oh my goodness, I got the Lovers again. I think that's kind of a yes, isn't it? So for a lot of you, it's going to be about a relationship. Is it about a love relationship is what I want to know. So maybe a Cups card or a Wands card if it's business. Business or love? Business or love? What do you need, Taurus, to know about this partnership? Ooh, Wands at the bottom there. What do you need, Taurus, to know about this partnership? Is it love? Interesting. Whatever it is, it's about trying something brand new. So we've got the Fool card here on the Lovers, on the Chariot. So the Fool card, immediately what comes to mind when I see the Fool card is fools rush in where angels fear to tread. And it's a love song. It's a song about angels never fall in love, so how are they to know? So angels would never tread there, but you know, us like fools, we rush in. I would not suggest rushing into a business partnership. I also wouldn't say, hey, yeah, rush into a relationship. But maybe we do need to regain a little bit more of that sense of innocence and allow ourselves to recklessly open to love. I think that's probably more of the feel of it. Let's have a look at the Temperance card. Temperance and Five of Wands in reverse are kind of asking the same question for me. Page of Cups. What's this? Fallen on the Ace of Swords. The Empress. Okay, so this Creator card was indicating, you know, you need to create space for reshaping your entire universe. And the Empress falling on the Ace of Swords, we had that beginning, we had the change. We've got to make a decision. Make a decision based on what is most fertile and abundant for you. So what is it you want to create? And, you know, we don't have the Magician here, so it's not a kind of a masculine creation energy. This is a feminine creation energy going into the intuition, going into the womb space, going into the shadow. And then the Page of Cups came out here. So there's going to be some kind of communication about love, emotions, or fulfillment, which I find rather lovely. I just love the Page of Cups and the little fish that jumps out of the cup. We've got several fish in that version of the card. We've also got these lovely lotus flowers and this kind of blue ethereal hair on the page. So I do think it's going to be otherworldly. There's going to be an otherworldly sense to when this partnership comes in, whoever this person is or whatever this collaboration is, because it could be on the edge of collaboration here with the Five of Wands if you're really not interested in a relationship. I wasn't intending to do a love reading today. We've got 9 of Stars and 10 of Stars. Oh, good grief. I mean, that's a lot about success. They're in reverse. So what that says to me is that you've got to a point where you're like on the verge of being completely independent and self-sufficient, but that there's this 10 of Stars that wants to come through for you. So I think this partnership or this relationship or this friendship or this collaboration is going to push you the rest of the way over, let's pop these two back in, so that you get to independence, but with also that sense of interdependence that we see, not codependence, but interdependence that we see in the 10 of Stars. So we've got the roots of the tree going down, we've got the family, we've got the kind of energy of being at the top of our achievement in terms of finances and personal energy. So that's lovely. Okay, so fulfillment, Queen of Cups. What are we looking for in terms of enhancing this fulfillment and coming away from, you know, being over emotional about things and instead embracing all of our emotions so that we can actually fill our cup more easily? Because of course we are responsible for our own happiness. Just know as well, as an aside here, please follow if you enjoyed this reading, but just know also that I'm never going to DM you offering you readings or anything like that. So if anybody does, it's not me. Okay, well, we've got several things coming out here. We've got Strength card coming out here and the Five of Cups. So basically, with the Five of Cups, we're looking at focusing on the positive a little bit more. And I'm not talking about bypassing because, you know, that is really not very useful. But you've lost a few things. You've maybe had some disappointments in the past in terms of relationships, partnerships, and even collaborations. But now is not the time to focus on that. Now is the time to reinvest your faith in the Two of Cups, which is behind her there. The Strength in reverse, it may make you feel at a disadvantage to be more vulnerable and allow yourself to open to love, essentially. Let me say those words out loud. But it is going to be a transformational experience. It's going to be self-realization in a can, basically. And even if the person that you get into a partnership ends up not being the person that you stay with forever, because that's not what every relationship is for, it will allow you to open yourself. You need to recreate your world, the creator, so that you can experience that self-realization, judgment, and the rising from the dead, which is all this death card as well. And there's so much healing for you in it. Three of Swords in reverse. The time for dwelling on that heartbreak is over, and the time is now for you to really invest in your heart and invest in what is going to bring you closer to being that Queen of Cups upright. Okay, so anything more, Spirit, to say on the Death card or the Two of Cups here? Oh, Queen of Cups. So she's come out to speak to your conclusion. We've got the Two of Cups. Sorry, Two of Cups in the outcome. Death, via death, basically, via this transformation, via this putting down of everything that's gone before and picking up of new joy and new possibilities. The Queen of Cups goes upright, and it will be via some kind of a relationship or partnership that this new realization is going to occur. So again, this is not necessarily for all Taurians, so take it if it resonates for you. But if you have a partnership that pops into your mind, or a collaboration that pops into your mind that is not to do with love, then that is what it is. Your intuition is the best guide to what this reading means for you. We work together on it. It's not just me dictating to you what the situation is. But I've got a couple of little allies here in the form of two green acorns. These ones, unfortunately, because of the dry weather, fell off the tree before they were able to mature. But for me, they're a symbol of a beginning, you know, a seed that becomes a massive tree at some point, just like that tree in, I've put it back in, but the tree in the 10 of Pentacles. But you got the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, there are so many beautiful cards in this spread. I really, you know, yeah, this is really lovely. Really lovely. And I claim it myself because I also am a Taurus. So I'm certainly happy with that as a reading. Let's just pull one card from the Tower of the Mystical Moments. This card I did indeed by myself. Don't believe anyone who says you can't buy yourself a tarot deck. It's not true. Spirit guides you. Sometimes they guide someone to you, and sometimes they guide you to someone or something. And these decks do have real personalities of their own. And I wanted this for ages and ages and ages. And I found it at the price that I really wanted to pay. And it came to me. And I'm very, very grateful. Oh, seems like we had one drop out there. Hierophant and Death. So we've got Death again. And Hierophant being the card of Taurus, which is nice. So it's time for Taurus to transform. And then let's see what this mystery card is that's landed down. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're moving on. You're moving on from what has come before. You are not like the other creatures. You are an original. You need to move into a partnership with someone entirely different to what has been offered to you up to this point, whether that be professionally or personally, or on a friendship level, on a platonic level. You need to find your tribe, or, you know, another member of your tribe. And for some of you, and there are no sort of additional kings or queens or anything like that, although we do have 2 Queens of Cups, which could indicate something. You may well be meeting someone soon who is going to help you open your heart in a romantic way or by way of a friendship. So I wish you all the very best of luck. I'm really, really happy to have been able to read for you today, and more readings in the future. If you're not a Taurus but you've watched this for some reason and you want me to read for another sign, I will be working my way through the signs anyway, doing timeless readings. So if you want a particular sign, I will pick up any comments and I will do those readings first, unless I'm guided otherwise by spirit. But anyway, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you want to catch more of the videos that I'm going to be putting out. Thank you so much. Sending you so much love, and I will read for you again soon.